Librarian. I'm Vito the Gray.
DJ Squared coming at you.
Um,
Unfortunately, it's just going to be us two today.
sorry, guys, you're stuck with the both of us. But if you remember from back in the day when we used to be only two, I don't know why. I don't know why I did it like that. When we used to only just be two, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. What's that song? Just the two of us.
Something, 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 something. Just the
Then
two.
the little mini me from Austin Power goes, "You and I."
Oh God, I so early shit, like really, just really weird shit. So this is like towards like the last like hour and a half of my day, and out of nowhere, like I go up to this kid who works. He's like the youngest one of the management program, and he says some shit, and it just out of nowhere, I just use this really deep voice, and I don't remember what I said that led up to the joke to say me saying that like I'm not into little boys because he's the youngest one, and then I said it. I was like, how did I do it? I'm not into little boys.
And sound like Jigsaw. I'm not into little boys.
I'm not into little boys. Or I don't remember. I don't remember how I did it, but first of all, the first time it came out really wrong. Secondly, the second time came out fucking absolutely terrifying and cringy and creepy. It made me look like a fucking just a terrible fucking person. And that was like towards the end of my day. After a long 12-hour day. I've been up since 11 o'clock last night.
Ugh.
So I've been up for...
I'd be so tired.
What time is it?
It's over past 11.
So I've been up for...
It's 11 plus...
13 and a half hours.
11 plus 14. If it's 11. Yeah, because it's like 3:19.
So... yeah, like 13 and a half hours.
Oh, yeah.
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 I know how to math.
Yeah.
I know how to time.
Oh, yeah.
I could time.
Oh, yeah.
I know how to do time. I could time. Yeah, like 18 is 6. Military time. So like
I thought you were like time. I'm like times 3. Like what are you doing?
No, like noon is 12, 1 is 13, 2 is 14, 3 is 15, 4 is 16, 5 is 17.
All right, what's 11?
22. 23. 23, 10's 22, and 9's 21.
Just like the math we were doing last time. Plus 9, carry the fuck.
Yeah, the 9 math. The 9 math that was on last day. Was that even recorded?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Was it recorded? I don't think so. I don't think it was recorded. Or it might have been. But I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either. We just missed part of it.
We missed more than part. It was like a good 30 to 40 minutes of like...
Good riffing. Good old riffing. Good riffs.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had technical difficulties where gnomes came in and stopped the recording by force and said, no parking. And
There's no parking?
hear me out on this. No parking. And
You mean
then,
gnome parking? Like, what are you doing?
like gnome parking. Because they're gnomes and it's gnome parking. No? Gnome? Gnome? Okay. This is me trying puns, okay? I'm terrible at them. How was your week?
It was cold. We got like super...
Oh yeah, you went to the gym, huh? Flex. Look at those biceps.
Got some itchy pits. Sorry, you're gonna scratch them. Go get them.
I
think because it's cold, like my skin's a little dry or something. I don't know.
Use lotion other than on your penis.
I can't do lotion.
Why?
This dates back long ago when I started playing video games. So like when I was like 2.
Okay.
All right. So anytime like I would play like games at somebody's house or anybody else's house, you always get the like, here's the Mad Catz controller. Like, oh god, this one. And so you get the controller, and it's so greasy and just like, and you're just like,
yeah.
And then you're like, my controller sucks. And you're like, no, it doesn't, Kermit. Like, you suck. That's what it is. I'm like, ah. So I never wanted anything greasy or lotiony or slippery on my hands. So that way, in case there was a random, like if the door swung open and some guy just goes, I need you to play Overwatch right now. I'm ready. My hands aren't slippery. That's why. That's why I don't like lotion. Because if I lotion up and I'm just like, all lotioned up, same guy, I need you to play Overwatch. I can't. I can't do it.
Pants around his ankles.
Play it right now.
Can I clean? Can I clean myself? No, now. What?
And then the whole match, guys, my
Give me the
controller's
mad cats.
slippery.
So
Just because they're just mad.
So, they're so mad that it's just out of frustration they just start coughing and out comes the controller.
Have you ever seen like a cat like throw up?
Yeah, I have a cat.
Like when they're like, yeah, like.
You okay, man? You okay, man?
But like seeing it for the first time,
Are
you're
you
like,
sure? You're
oh,
okay?
you're dying, you're being possessed, then you just see it come out, just like.
Yeah. So just like the mouth really just extends and just.
It's like a reverse like snake swallow.
Right. Yeah, I know all about that.
Like that's like the first. But now when you see that, all you want to do is just like do that slow motion, like run and like put your hand out and try to like catch it. So it's like not on the
so
carpet.
it doesn't stain another rug.
Yeah. Like Kermit's in this episode today. Or I guess slow mo Kermit. Not on the carpet. His little frog hand.
Oh no! How do you even do that?
I don't know. That's my Kermit Ray Romano. Deborah. No.
Deborah. That's my Ray Romano, I guess.
I don't know what I do. I think I just do something with my throat. I think it was because I have like giant tonsils. I just put them together, and then it makes this sound. Oh. That's why I never wanted my tonsils taken out, because like it would mess with all my voices. Because I know I move them, I can feel them. I don't know if you can can you like lick your tonsils? Do you have tonsils?
Yes.
You had to think. Wait.
Yeah, and I mean, I never had them taken out.
I always wanted like two things. If I got them taken out, I'd always want to have them in like a little vial that I would like pull like out of my shirt. These are my tonsils. Why are they in a little vial around? Like, just in case. For what? But I don't know.
An offering?
In case anybody was like, "Do you have your tonsils out?"
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't go far though, buddy. They're just like, oh.
Pretty attached, I know.
That's like that episode of like South Park where like Kyle had Kermit's like he's like, give us your Jugo, Kyle, and he's just like, we don't have what are you talking about? And then like at the end of the episode he's like, we need your Jugo, and he's like, fine, and he's like, pull it out.
Yeah, I remember that episode. He's all fucking like, see, I told you they have it. The Jews are rich. Are they though? Are they really? Yeah, they run they own the banks. Damn it! That one ended fast.
Struck out a game. I don't know. Do I know any Jewish people?
I've been
Jewish for many years. Yes, I know one. Oh, do ya?
When are we doing a Jewish mom voice? Last week? Were we doing the Jewish mom voice last week?
Yeah, we played the cards. Did it pick it up though?
I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
It was like, do your Jew mom voice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that one. Well, that's more like Brooklyn. No, that's not Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
Make sure you're wearing your trousers.
It's quite cold out there.
It's cold. It's gonna get your nasal passages all frozen.
Don't even bother going outside.
No, that's just like Kyle's cousin in the fucking South Park again. I sat on my glasses. Oh no, I can't believe I sat on my glasses.
All I can think about right now is like I'm trying to think about all the stupid shit that I said today at work, but it's not coming to me. I guess I just finish too quickly sometimes. But
Just don't get it on your hands.
Okay, so I asked this question that Crow on Facebook posted the other day about how if you need consent to have sex with the robot that has AI.
Oh, that is okay. Completely.
Yeah.
Do you need consent from a robot that has artificial intelligence
Yes.
to fuck it?
Yes, but its
Oh,
its
the
sole
butt style?
purpose
Oh, you
its
could.
sole purpose is it was made for that to be. It was created as a fuck bot.
Yes, you would. Because whenever you like log onto your PlayStation, you have to sign that little agreement. Like the first thing it is just like, do you accept the terms and conditions of the
Oh, yeah, you
PlayStation
didn't even
Network?
read it.
You're like, click, yeah, hell yeah, brah. So like, do you if you want to fuck this robot, here, please sign this giant document. Thank you. On to fucking.
Damn it, Kermit! How much did you spend?
What if you could? All right, can you give that robot a Jumon voice? Oh God, it's so big. Oh, stop it, Mrs. Labanowitz.
No. It's got to be more. It's got to be more Jewy.
Heisenberg. That's all I can think of.
Eisenberg. No.
Stein? Goldstein?
Goldstein. That just sounds. Goldstein. Yeah. That's pretty. I think.
What is Silverstein? What's that?
I don't. A wrestler's name. I don't know. What is
the fuck
Silverstein?
Is Silverstein? Because I remember, like, it's from something, right? Silverstein is Silverstein. It's a rock band. Silverstein is they're Canadian.
Oh.
Who'd have thunk? So if
I bet they're nice.
2000s, what the fuck is what is it?
How did you even?
Oh, they're gonna be here on the 10th. Do you want to go to a fucking
I don't even know
Silverstein
what they
concert?
sound like.
I don't know.
And how did you even like? Where did that come from?
I think it was a band that I listened to back in the back in the day.
Was it during your golden age arc?
I was thinking about Golden Age arc. What would our arc be if it was like our high school arc? What would that be? My goth arc? No, it'd be my Hot Topic arc.
There's a lot of arcs in high school, so there's different things that happened. It's like whenever you first go in, you're still in like your like junior high phase, so like you're still thinking like, oh
Fuck yeah, I'm in high school now. Hell yeah. I can't wait to.
whatever. I don't even remember because it's whenever I started doing a lot of drugs.
What
There's the drug arc.
What arc are we in?
So it would be the.
What would you call that? Narcotics arc?
No.
Arcotics.
No.
What are narcotics specifically? All drugs? Is that what that? What would be like considered narcotics, or what would be considered? Are they the same thing? Well, yeah, they are.
Oh, thanks. No, I think like narcotics are like harder drugs, man-made drugs. More like man-made, I think. I don't know.
I'm sure Croton would have an answer.
Yeah, but
Well,
he's
see what narcotics. Narcotics? You got narcotophobia? What do you do?
yeah, it's a real thing. Look it up.
Narcotophobia. Oh my god. He's afraid of narcs.
I guess. Now do a drug to the bathroom again. Narcotophobia.
Damn it, Mom! Stop telling everybody. I don't know. I want to say it's like man-made, man-made drugs.
Let's see. Narcotics definition. Definition? Too many N's. A drug or other substance affecting mood or behavior and sold for non-medical purposes, especially in what? Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, remember we can't read, especially an illegal one. Okay, so it's illegal drugs
Any
that
drugs.
fuck with your mood.
So, wait.
Weed. There's weed. There's cocaine.
And my little friend.
And there's also what voice am I going for?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're trying to do.
So there's weed.
Somebody with a lisp. A very thick lisp.
I've always thought that like people that can't pronounce their R's have like the coolest lisp in the world.
What do you like?
They
what do you
can't
mean?
pronounce their R's.
O's?
They pronounce their R's like W's.
So like a kind of like a Philly accent.
Like, did you pay the rent today?
You sound like a
It's the first of the month. Did you pay the?
you just sound like an Asian guy who can't pronounce his R's.
No, those get turned into L's if we're being racist. L's are R's. Did you pay the rent? Wait, or is it the other way around?
Like it would be like went.
Oh,
like,
R's are
did you
L's.
like pay your rent today?
your
It's
rent.
your rent do.
I was listening to this comedian, what's his name? Tom Segura, and he was doing this bit about talking about like some like what are they? Disorders are like some are not fun to like laugh at or make fun of, and those are usually the ones that you have to do a 10K or donate to, but the rest are just kind of up for hearsay. So it's can you laugh at them? Maybe. And he's like, I'll give you 3 examples, and I forgot the other 2, but the one was like, it was a disorder called what was it? It was where you have a traumatic incident, usually a like head trauma, and then you wake up and you're foreign accent syndrome. That's what it's called. And there was this lady in Britain. Something happened, and she had lived in this town of Britain her whole life for like 30 years. And then she just woke up, and she had like a Chinese accent.
What the fuck?
Like she's like, I have not lived in London for my whole life. She's like super British lady, and she like hears these recordings of like, she just had a voice recording of herself before her incident. She's like, yeah, my name, like just all British. My name's Becky Tomlinson, and like I've been in Britain for like 30 years, but I know I talk like this. Like I'm like, what the fuck? It's really like it's because I had to pause his stand up because I wanted to go watch that, and it does. Just shows her, and she's like, so my name is I've lived in Britain. I was like, oh.
So is she? How old is that?
What, the video?
Yeah.
I think it was 3 years, maybe.
Wonder how long it took her to go back to her actual accent.
I don't think she can't. Like she can't.
That's
just
her accent from.
That's just how she talks.
That's pretty fucked.
Like that would be like us trying to practice a British accent constantly. Like, it's hard to like. It's not how I talk though. You know. Like right. I don't know.
No, that's Australian.
Wrong. That's wrestling.
I don't know how like a British accent.
We always fuck them up all the time.
I mean, how do you do a proper British
Well,
accent?
technically, this would be a proper British accent if you talk like this. Because she's British.
There's a lot of like Asian people in London, and in Bel Air area in Houston.
Yeah, why? Like that's so weird.
It's called the cultural district of Houston, the Bel Air area, but it's all like just Asians, different ethnicities of Asian people.
Oh, no. I mean, like we're all the British people. Why are they're all here?
All the British?
Yeah, is it because they do like oil refinery stuff or something? Like, why are they all
Where
here?
is there a British? What do you mean? There is no British person.
There's like British people that come in all the time. Like at work. I gotta love.
Are you trying to like smoothly work it into your conversation to get better at it?
What, being British?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, I mean like, but these British people come in and they start talking, and I'm just like, Yes, I could. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll help you. And then I just turn. I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, they're British.
It's real. It's
Turn back around. Yes, and yeah, I can get that for you right away. And they're like, thanks, love. I'm like, oh, and then I melt. I melt. It's I don't know. Or when you see like a little British kid, they're like, mummy. Like,
Mummy.
mama.
Ah. No, we're not going there. That's pretty cool. I did. There's this lady that I work with that has this real like she has a real like kind of like a not super thick like country accent, but it's like it's very visible.
Country, like country.
Yeah, not yeah.
Like, go on, get.
like her pronunciation. Like she talk like sometimes she talk like this, but I don't know. That's not it. That's more like fuck. How did I do it earlier? I did one earlier.
What does she talk like? Like would any other guy in her family he would probably have said the phrase "whoop ass" at least once during the day. That's a barrel can of whoop ass, right? Like Hank. Whoa, whoop that ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'll beat the whoop ass.
No, I don't know.
Come on, that kind.
Come on. I don't know where I'm going with this story. I'm sorry.
That's the hick lady.
Yeah, she's nice.
Oh,
I don't know.
she's
just
very
her
lovely.
It's her accent. It's her.
She
accent.
listens to the show.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't know this exists. No, she's just like I guess like would that be technically considered an accent, right? Like
It's more dialect.
dialect.
Well, actually, I forgot what the difference was.
Because the way she talks.
I think dialects are formed.
It's like
I think accents are formed from where you're from, but dialects can vary in that region. Maybe. I don't know. That sounds smart. Sure, we'll go with that.
I guess that makes sense because like in different parts of England, like the accents are
Yeah, there's different
changes.
dialects of English accents.
Like in
Yeah,
Wales,
I think yeah.
in Wales, it's the way they talk is different, and then in actual Britain, it's really
Yeah, it's
fucking
like
different. Different words are used and shit like that.
it's like all tortoises are turtles, but not all turtles are tortoises.
Mm-hmm.
Like a turtle or tortoise is like a land-dwelling turtle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
turtle. Okay, now they can know.
Go on.
Proceed.
How did we get into the accent?
We were just talking about accents. We did the British. No, I was that guy. I did that joke about it. The British lady that talks Asian.
Oh yeah. I did some stupid Southern accent earlier at work. Like, I don't know why. I guess because like I saw this thing that said Rosenberg like on like one of the packages was because it was in Rosenberg, Texas. So I was like Rosenberg, Texas.
There you go.
This thing package go down to Rosenberg, Texas. Now why in the hell this guy goes so damn far? So that's the kind of like the accent that the lady has, but it's more of a high pitched voice. She's like, why the hell I need to do that?
I need never not doing that.
Yeah, and for some reason I was just I don't know, man. I'm running on Steam right now.
Yeah, it's
Like total fucking Steam. Not the fucking website where you can get games. That'd be cool if we were ran by Steam.
Did you know that I learned that there was a Steam-powered vibrator?
What? Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
A Steam-powered vibrator.
So it was back in like when Steam was really popular,
Uh-huh.
like 18, like where trains were being made.
Yeah.
And then they were treating a lot of women for hysteria, and then they made this thing where it's like a huge ass table with like a vibrator at the end of it, because it had to be like huge, and you had to get on the table. Like imagine like a big like doctor table where they put the stirrups in, where you usually see on like movies where they like there's the baby.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and then it's just then there's like a like a vibrator that goes in there
And it was powered by steam.
by steam, right? Ooh,
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
And they treated women. Like,
For
they
hysteria.
treated that with hysteria.
Yeah, hysteria is like a made up thing.
Yeah, obviously. But
like it's it's when women
are hilarious.
when they're pretty much when they're misbehaving. Like that's what it is. When they're not acting like a natural woman should. Is how like what that was designed for. So like when like women would like it could be for anything. Like she's kind of eating a lot. She's got hysteria.
Okay.
Or like her husband died and now she doesn't get sex on the reg, so she's got hysteria. So that's why she would be any kind of moody. Not that her husband's dead or anything, because they did anything with it. That's just there was like an automatic like diagnosis for like women was just you have hysteria.
No.
You had sex with the neighbor's boy, hysteria. That's all it was.
You didn't cook dinner? Hysteria.
You didn't cook it fast enough, hysteria.
I'm hungry now. Hysteria.
You didn't make it. It's 5:05. Hysteria.
That's pretty. It's interesting, but really, really weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of like interesting stuff. Like there was doctors would they didn't know where hysteria came from. They didn't know what caused it, but they like it was when women seem horny. So the cure for that was they would do pelvic massaging. And they would pretty much just like make a woman like orgasm.
Yeah.
And like it was done by like a physician. Like so you call your doctor comes to your house and then
basically just like fingers your
Yeah.
wife for you.
Uh-huh. That's just how it worked back in the day.
That's so weird.
So weird, right? And the husband would just stand there and be like, yes, all right. The doctor, are you taking notes?
It works with your mouth too.
And then so they like that's when they invented like
Eating out.
the steam powered thing is like because doctors didn't have to do that anymore because doctors would do it so much that they would get carpal tunnel.
Oh my god. The doctors who get carpal tunnel.
Wow. Honey, why are your hands all shriveled? Oh, Samantha couldn't gyrate fast enough. There's a lot of clients today. A lot of clients. Oh, that was weird. I think, yeah, that's weird shit back in the day. We were very uncultured. Didn't know a lot about disease. Like they were talking about stuff from like the plague, like back when like the bubonic plague was there. And when it was happening in like the 1400s, that was like the first kind of documented form of bioterrorism. It's because there was this town, I totally forgot where, but it was all like secluded, but they were in the middle of a war. And then, so the town was fighting people on the other side, and all the people were dying on the outside of the town, of the walls. Just think of that like Attack on Titan area. Mm-hmm. People are trying to fight that on the outside, but there's like the plague on the outside. And so the other team, the enemies, were just losing because they were dying. So what they started to do is they started to catapult like plague bodies over the wall to give the people in the city the plague. So that's considered like bioterrorism.
So the people inside the city walls, they were catapulting people inside the city walls?
Yeah, they were No, not the people. The people on the outside were catapulting dead.
Into
They're
the
dead
city,
people
like, into the
yeah. So then
Jesus
somebody
Christ.
had to like clean it up, and then the plague is spread by like fleas. So if you like move a dead body and a flea jumps on you, you bite. Oh shit, you got it too. And like there were so many like weird ways to try to treat it. People would one of the weirdest ones is they like would grind up emeralds and like digest them.
Emeralds,
like just because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how people were dying. It killed like a third of the population.
Yeah, but why emeralds?
And nobody knew how to cure it because they didn't know what the fuck diseases were.
What else did they try to do?
They did a bunch of weird shit. Some people thought that it was from smell. So
Yeah.
what they would do is they would walk around the town with a bouquet of flowers right by them,
Yeah.
and just like, oh, hello, I'm not gonna die, because the smell, because they thought it was carried through like smelling stuff, because and it was considered evil too, because they're just fucking dipshits. And so if they had something that smelled good and pure or whatever by them, no, you won't get it. Like
And
the
she
smell
died 2
can't the
days
smell
later.
can't go into you because.
Right.
And some people thought the opposite of that is if they were like, you know what, like the rich people would usually carry around flowers all the time, and so the poor people were like, we don't have any flowers. But if it's smell, I know what smells. Let's go in the sewer. So they just lived in the sewer, and then they totally got it there and more diseases because it was a sewer because they were fucking
Right.
stupid.
So you're literally living in shit.
Yeah, to think that the smell of the sewer was so bad that smell couldn't like penetrate the sewer smell. So they're like, "Nah, we got this. Fuck, we're all dead." People were dipshits back then,
Well, yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know any better.
but they were dumb for so long, like documented for so long of just being like,
Really stupid.
yeah. I think like hand washing was invented in like the 1800s. Like there's like the father of hand washing. I forgot his name, but like he he was like excommunicated from the doctor people because he's like, when we do surgery or amputate somebody or go from one patient and then say we deliver a baby to another lady and then she dies of like necrosis because the dead body like got into her as we were like getting the baby out. Some doctor was like, I think there's a correlation. And then all the other doctors were like, you're insane! And so he's like, if we just wash our hands. They're like, you're a madman. How dare you? And then eventually they were like, oh, fuck, maybe he's right. Maybe like 20 years later after he was dead.
Right.
It's just so, it's like, people were dumb. Like,
Well, I mean, what do you expect out of them? They didn't really know anything but survival and war.
I mean, like, I guess. But
Survival, war, and God, I guess, and farming.
it's just weird that they don't, it's not like common law. I guess because it's so easy to practice common sense nowadays. Well, mostly, you would think. But, yeah, there was a bunch of fucking stupid people back then. And, it was only been recent to where it's like, oh, whoa. Did you just play with dog shit? Go wash your fucking hands. Instead of being like, come on in, let's have some sandwiches.
Yeah. Man.
Dad, should I wash this dog shit off my hands? Nah, you're good.
I mean, what can happen?
It just came out of the dog, right? Well, he ate something, so you're fine. Cool. He's picking his fingernail.
This actually tastes kind of good.
And then the dad,
Hey, he's not bad. Goes good with bread.
It tastes like my shirts. You goddamn dog.
His shirt.
Didn't your dog ever like eat like stuff he wasn't supposed to? And then he would like shit it out. He like
Yeah. Like strings and shit like that.
I remember my dog. He ate our. We had these old sleeping bags, and they were out in the shed, and we would only really use them if we ever went like camping. And then mine had like all these. It was pink with these frogs, and the frogs had like glow in the dark eyes, so it was really cool. And it was like yellow on the inside. And then like we came home one day, and it was just like shredded all over the yard. I'm like, oh, man, I like that. And then like a few days later, I was like, cleaning up the dog shit around the yard, and I'm just like, oh, I saw little frog eyes in it. And I was like, oh no, I let you go once. No, not to, this is how you come back. So I slept with that for a few days.
Oh my god.
You dirty animal.
I kept the eyes. They still stare at me in the dark because they're glow in the dark.
Sorry, I'm just looking
We
at the
good?
levels. Yeah, we're fine.
All right. Oh, this is good to check. 'Cause we
I
don't
mean,
know.
I just gotta look at it. It looks okay, I guess. Everything's flowing just fine. I don't know what it means by that, but we'll look into that later. So is it called Blizzland or
Blizzard
Blizzardland?
World.
Blizzard World?
Yeah.
Is it a map?
Yeah.
And the map is like,
It looks like Warcraft and Starcraft and a bunch of other stuff. And Diablo and other stuff that Blizzard made.
so that's why they're doing all like the collaboration
Yeah,
skins for
yeah.
all the characters, and that comes out the 23rd.
Yeah.
How do you get the skins?
It's probably like how you get them always. You just buy them.
Just through loot boxes, or
Loot boxes and then,
they're probably gonna have an event for them,
yeah.
or maybe you can only get them for like
Oh, I think this is the anniversary event.
another anniversary event.
I think that's what this one is. Or no, these are the Uprising.
Well, okay, so in the winter, do they have? Okay, so they already had the winter event, and then there's supposed to be a Chinese New Year event.
That's gonna come February 16th, I think.
Okay, so what is this then?
Isn't this that one? The
Uprising?
Uprising? It's
I
either
don't know.
Uprising or Anniversary. I don't know.
When was the anniversary?
Either before or after.
Well, that happened not that long ago, like last year. But when last year? Like,
In between January and December.
no shit. Wasn't it like in May or April? No, it wasn't. September? Might have been after Summer Games. Because it was definitely not during Harvey.
Oh yeah, or was I even playing Overwatch during Harvey?
I played a shit ton of Overwatch during Harvey. That's all I did, was play Overwatch. I didn't think you had just like submerged yourself into it yet.
Yeah, and now I'm just.
It's all you ever play.
That's all I do now.
It's Overwatch. That's all I ever play too. A little bit of ESO and like thrown in there, but lately my internet's being kind of fucking retarded,
I hate when that happens.
and like it's fluctuating up and down, and like sometimes it's like really good, and sometimes the lag is just fucking terrible.
It was so bad the other day. I was playing like after you left. Like I would just like see people go. It was like
Last
blip,
night.
blip, blip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me the other day, and then I remember Kyle was telling me that he was playing Tuesday night, and it kicked him out of a it was a 5v6, and in a competitive, and he was doing really good, and they were winning, and he got kicked because the internet went bad, and it was on my account. So I got banned and dropped like dramatically, like terribly.
Like after that, or
Yeah, like they took a lot away from me
Oh,
because of that.
sucks.
I don't know. I feel like I have really bad luck with competitive matches. I always get really bad teams, and then I started using team chat a lot because I've noticed it helps. But like,
It doesn't help when you're only talking to one guy and the other four are just like, oh,
Right.
let's go DPS.
Right, or like,
Or you're like, can you switch off Hanzo? And then you switch off Hanzo, and then someone else is like, ooh, Hanzo's open.
yes.
Cool. Oh, right.
I started annoying people by playing Widow lately, but I've been getting better with Widow.
Is she like, how good are you with her now?
I can show you. I can try to show you how good. I'm not like really good, but it's just I'm getting decent. I can get headshots. I had a really good round the other day. It was awesome.
Do you usually get like gold or silver?
A little bit of all three.
Oh,
Depends on how good I'm doing that round. I've gotten gold before. My max kills with Widow is like 15. And yeah. So I'm just trying to get better.
I
with
looked up
Widow.
like a bunch of like videos on how to like adjust everything. So like what I use like a crosshair. I don't use like the little circle,
For what?
like the reticle.
For Widow, whenever you ace it. Oh,
Yeah,
mine is crosshairs.
yeah, because you just follow that one line and you're like, all right, whenever you flip it there, I can shoot there whenever it lines up. And then it's green because all the enemies appear red.
I think, yeah, mine is the crosshairs because I just use the crosshairs and it gives the little arrow at the bottom whenever it just locks on. I don't know. It just has the three little arrows whenever it says it's 100 when it's 100% like powered, I guess, to get that shot. And then it's just the crosshairs and it's just.
Yeah, and then you just like, you don't want to be moving like forward or backwards. You want to be moving
side to side.
Side to side. But I mean, like later you want to move because the guy was telling me, or I was watching a guy and he was saying like, so if you move up and down, if you're moving side to side, it's easier because you're only working with two axes, the X and the Y. So, but when you start moving forward, you're fucking with the Z axis, which is like, you know, X and Y are this way, and Z would be like that way on it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fucking with it. So you gotta like coordinate your thing to like 3 different ones.
That makes sense because you gotta be able to line it up really well, and if you actually get like the good lineup on the shot, you can take some people out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been getting a little bit better, little by little, just because I don't know. One day I just wanted to try Widow, and I just started playing Widow, and I was like, "Ooh, I like this." It's like I'm gonna continue to play Widow. Like I'm gonna get good with Widow, and then Kyle was just like, "No, don't do it. Get good with somebody that matters." I was like, "Yeah, Widow."
I've seen people like that are actually good. Like
Really good.
we were like ripping on this one like Widow because like we're like really a fucking Widow. Like, ugh, you better be good. You better be good.
Yeah, it was
And,
fucking
they were good.
cold-blooded.
They were good, and like they weren't saying anything too. But like me and like 3 other guys were talking. But I was kind of being a dick. But like I mean, Widow. Like at the end of the match, we were like, you can pick Widow again. Because like I was in them with a team like the next match, like the other guys left and then it was me and then like something that name was there again. It was like Paragon or something like that. And then I was like, ooh, and they picked Widow and the team was like, oh, Widow, come on. I'm like, no, they're good. Let them be Widow. You be somebody else, Hanzo.
Yeah, you change your character, Hanzo Main.
God, I hate when people ask people to change characters. Like, don't tell them like who to be, but I mean like it's
Well, I mean, okay, the other night Sunday night, I whenever I came home from petrol station, I had like a really hard buzz like on my way, like on my drive home, and I just came home and I went straight to Overwatch. I was like, I got a real good buzz. I want to play Overwatch, and I'm awake. I had a bunch of fucking coffee beers and shit, so I'm awake, and I was like, all right, let's play some competitive. Let's play a match or two. For the first match, I went to the team chat and everybody's chatting it up and like cracking jokes and shit. And then like on my first round I was Mercy, and the second round I was about to be Mercy. He's like, hey man, like I like some kid was just like, hey, I can be Mercy if you want me to. Like I'm like kind of like that's what I usually main. I was like, oh, I mean, all right, if you want to. He's like, yeah, I don't mind. I was like, sure, cool. I'll be DPS. I'll get second DPS. Yeah, that would be perfect. I mean, like, whenever you get a team like that, and, like, they're not be like, oh, you fucking, like, you suck as Mercy, give me Mercy, I'm better with Mercy. It's like,
hate people
like,
that.
it's fucking annoying, but, like, whenever that kid was just like, it's like, yeah, it's like, it's actually, like, it's what I usually main, but, I mean, if you want to play her, that's cool, too, I don't mind, but, like, yeah, shit, but if, like, you know, if it's, like, I'm just, well, you know, I'm just saying I'm pretty decent with her, I guess, but not trying to be, like, cocky about it. But I don't know. I just gave it up. I went with my usual DPS, and I yes, and we won.
Yeah, like there's 2 people that I hate. I hate guys that are like boasting. Like, oh god, they're so annoying. We're like, fuck, you see that shit? Yeah, fuck, you guys didn't do it without me. Like, you can do it without us, you cock. Like, shut up.
I haven't gotten that, but okay, so it depends on if I really want to do team chat or not, and I just usually go in and I check the social, and if there's more than like 3 people, then I'll join it. If it's not, then I won't.
Do you have it where it's like you can hear them at least?
No.
I do that, so like that's how I know that they're talking. But they like are talking and they're super annoying. Like one guy, oh god, he was like that. It's to describe him, he seems like he would be a guy that works in like IT somewhere, and then on his free time he plays Overwatch and Magic. Like, but he's just that really, really annoying. Like, do you remember like StareTech? The guy that would come in and check like the food.
Yeah.
like where, like one time he gave us like a write up because it was cold out and somebody had a jacket on that was like almost like that area, so it could be black. And then it's cold, so they're wearing a jacket. And then he's like, "I'm gonna have to write you up for that jacket because it's not Target approved." I was just like, "What, dude? It's like the color they're supposed to be." Like, but like that I think he gets jollies out of that. And then he goes home and plays Overwatch, and then like he gets really mad. And that's the kind of guy that was like there, and he's just like, that's just that nerd angry when you're like, ugh. Like you remember Tim from Target Mobile? He's like that bigger guy where he kind of like that when if he was mad. That is what I was dealing with.
I remember
and
him.
he was just like, ugh. Like at the end, he was just like, "That's why you fucking lost because you guys are fucking terrible." And I was like, boop. Dude, shut the fuck up. You've been bitching the whole match. He's like, "Oh, fuck you too." I was just like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, you like you're fucking annoying. Like you are annoying. Like the whole match, we listened to you bitch the whole time.
You weren't even that good, so
I suck a dick. Just like that kind of mad nerd. Those are the two that I hate. Like the boasty, cocky guys, and then yeah, like the guys are like, "Fucking switch off. Let me be that character. I'll show you how to fucking play." Like, shut up. Go drink more Bud Light. I don't know what they drink.
they're not sophisticated enough to drink craft beer, I guess. They probably wouldn't even fucking drink.
Go lift more weights.
I
bruh.
haven't dealt with that yet.
Well, you don't do like chat a lot.
No, but I mean, eventually, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come across that, and I'm just gonna be just very. That's why I don't want to do chat because I don't. I know it's just a game, and I don't know this fucking person, but I don't like being talked to that way. So it's like, you watch your fucking mouth, you piece of shit. Don't you talk to me like that, because you're a piece of shit. But it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It's the internet.
I saw this one video of this guy that was like ripping on this other dude who was like he was the jockey bro, like, "On the Switch because you fucking suck," like that kind. And then he was just being a dick the whole match. And then like some other kid was like, not like a kid, but just like he's like another guy was just like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. You've been bitching this entire time." And he kept telling me, he's like, "That's why you don't play in competitive with blah, blah, blah. That's why you just go to quick play." And he's like, he paid for this game like all of us fucking did. He has every right to play this goddamn game however he chooses. And if you're bitching at him, you're the reason why this game fucking is terrible. It's you. It's your fault. Because you're like the worst kind of person. And he's just like, "Whatever, man." Like, he like pretty much roasted his ass. And then, like, the other guys were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, like
Yeah, they were
yeah,
clapping.
like
Yeah.
that's a good roast." Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's probably like
16's like, "Yeah, I told that guy who's ready for another match, guys."
Go to bed.
Okay.
Fuck.
all right, guys. Sorry, Mom said I gotta go to bed. It's good to play with you guys, man. I'll see you next time. Yeah, whoa. I'm not even talk saying words anymore.
Let's go to hell.
It's like, what's wrong with you? It's bedtime.
Gotta go sleep boy right here.
Yeah, that's what they call me, the sleep boy, because I sleep.
They just named Sleep Boy.
I create an account and just call it like sleep and just play Anna and put people to sleep.
I just realized that you could do that. Like, you just make another account on your fucking PlayStation, and then you can be whoever the fuck you want.
Let's be a sleepy boy and just play Anna and just put people to sleep. That's all you do is just put people to sleep. You don't
sleepy
heal
boy.
anybody. You just like,
He's like, "Take a nap."
And you just, no, just go to sleep.
it's just like, that's all you play. You're an Anna man, but all you do is just put people to sleep.
Dude, how did I get slept across the map? Go to sleep.
It's bedtime. Go to sleep.
What does she say? Good night.
Good night.
I hope it's really.
Children behave.
She's like the mom of Overwatch.
Yeah, who doesn't know?
Go to sleep.
Um,
It's bed. Oh, that's what it's bedtime.
oh, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Oh, nap time.
Nap time. That'd be fucking like. It'd be really fun. Like okay, and you streamed, and that's all you did, in your stream.
Where you're like hella good at it.
Yeah,
Like
but
you
you're
shoot
a
it up. Have you seen
troll.
those where like people shoot in the air, and then like the grenades fall like right when the thing opens? It's like Zarya ones, and then like they're like they shoot like all four, then like match starting, go. And they're running out like ding 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 ding. What the fuck?
No, dude, I've never seen that.
Yeah, like it's like whoa, like
That's
how do you have that
fucking
kick ass aim?
cool.
Or like they did it to like people's shields.
Yeah.
Like Orisa was like, "Brilliant," like badass up, whatever she says, and then all of a sudden like douche 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 douche. What the fuck?
That's
And then, like,
insane.
Because they can like shoot, like they shoot the cannons, douche 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 douche.
Like Zarya's cannon.
Yeah, like the poke.
Yeah, the
not the
L2?
zzz, but then like they're zzing with a beam, and then like they're like zzz, douche douche douche. What the fuck
So
is
they're
this?
they're
beaming,
they're
and then the
beaming
cannons
them,
go
and then
douche
the
douche douche
bombs
douche.
come
Yeah,
in and
yeah.
fucking hit them. That's genius.
I like that, but like the aim for it is really hard.
What if you did as Widow? You just I like cross mapping my Venom mine. I just you launch it across the map and just watch it hit, and then somebody passes by and they start coughing and choking, and I see them pass.
That lets
Take 'em
you
out.
see them once they're like being injured, right?
Huh?
If they start like coughing,
Yeah, they.
then you can see them. Be like, motherfucker.
Yeah, you can see this purple smoke come around them, and you can just take them out.
I usually save it to protect me. Like, what's the one with like the big bell in the middle, and then you have to take that. Let's like capture the point where like it opens up. I think it's one of the Hanamuras.
Traveling to Hanamura.
The one where it's the point you
yeah,
take.
where you start in the arcade.
No, you're in the ship. Not
Start in
not
the
that
ship.
one. No, what is Hanamura?
Hanamura, okay. Hanamura is the map where you start in the arcade, where you can go all the way up to.
And then it's got the
third
big
floor,
doors.
and then the doors that come out, and then there's a big gap way, and then the big point A is the giant bell across
Yeah, no,
the shrine.
no,
and
not
then,
that one.
Okay.
So it's there. The other one in that one is the one where, like, the map is like say my knees the map. If you're Lucio, you can go like boop, and just people would like there's stairs here and here.
Oh.
So the one that has like that one, but not that one, where the big bell is.
where the point is in the middle of a shrine, and then there's those windows that you can just like launch Junkrat bombs through and just
Yeah.
annoy the fuck out of people with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what about it?
Oh shit. No, like that one. So, all right. So it's the one where it's got the bell and the big statue, and then behind that is like a health pack. Like the big health pack.
And like a little hallway across the bridge.
It's not a hallway.
Yeah, the health pack in the very back in the corner. It's like a hallway.
This one's like outside. It's not covered. Not the covered one.
Oh, okay.
So like, I usually get on the side with Widow. So like, I usually start on I guess it would be the left side. I don't know. The left
Depends
side.
on which side you spawn in from.
Yeah, like I usually spawn in like the ship, I think,
Okay.
and then
Because there's a ship, and then on the other side
it's the
is
castle.
a room or whatever that you spawn in.
Yeah, like
It's like one of the buildings that's of the map.
there was like a good. What was I taught? Like I think it was just a good point to snipe at.
Yeah, with the Widow, you go on the left.
Yeah, if you're on the left side, you can put I put my little thing like right there, and then so like I just like I'm like all right, and then I hear that I'm like oh shit, and I just turn and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I've gotten good with her like grappling like getaway hook. That's just how you like you can just throw her to the ground. And
Yeah. It's convenient to do that, or whenever like you're running really low on health and you just like grapple yourself to the health pack and get your health.
I usually I like to put my mind on a health pack too. So I'm like, yeah, health. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of fun playing Widow. Like there's something about it that's just a lot of fun sniping people.
I've been doing Sombra really recently.
Sombra's a lot of fun. I love like just like sneaking up behind somebody, like throwing my R1, sneaking, hack, and then once they're hacked, start attacking me, hit my R1, jump back, and then sneak again and
Yeah.
attack while they're hacked.
I usually go for the healers from the back line. Like, I kept pissing off the Zen. I was like, ooh, yeah. And I just hacked him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can say, fuck the goddamn Sombra. Kill me again.
Like,
One more again.
dude, I was doing that to a fucking Junkrat, but with Widow. Like,
God, I don't like him.
dude, I was just every fucking time headshot.
He's hard to get a headshot on
Headshot,
for
and
me
then
because he like wobbles.
And then like he was like, it was just like where he was just like jumping up on the top, and he was just running, and he was like, fuck. And there was one time where he was on the point, and I just like hit him, and like I guess I got a body shot, but it killed him, and I just like he just got so mad, started coming after me, and then I had it to a point where Reinhardt was just pissed off and coming after me because I just kept taking everybody out. It was a really good match.
Yeah, I want to hear the other team's team chat sometimes, just like if that's like a thing you can do.
It'd be pretty funny. See what they're saying. Son of a bitch! It was just during a quick play, I think. It wasn't a competitive. I don't play Widow in competitive.
Oh yeah,
Not good. Not good enough to play her in competitive.
I did hear it because I don't have any like attack people. I can be like 3 tanks and then like 3 healers, but I can't do.
Do you like Pharah? Like my attacks are Pharah, Soldier, occasionally Reaper.
But I don't like everybody's those. Like that's why I want to be Sombra or Widow.
I tried Genji, but I'm not that good with Genji.
He's hard. I don't know when to. Oh, I don't know when to do his Dragon Blade. Like every time I do it, I'm just like the dragon comes out of my arms, and I don't know whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, and I die.
Sounded like it sounds like he says like Yuji no Kaioken or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's not what he says. All I hear is Kaioken, and so it's just like I don't.
Kaioken.
I don't know if he has like a multiplier on it, but I mean, it sounds like Kaioken. No, dude. I just like I used to I used to be Sombra a lot. That was my main when I first started. I just started playing her. I was like, I'm gonna play the Mexican chick, see what she's like. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then I switched over to Diva, and I was like, I see why everybody loves Diva. And
They changed her now, but I mean, like she's still.
dude, but you can fucking do your shield and still fucking shoot at the same
I know.
time.
I thought I was like, that's not fair.
Dude, how it's totally fucking fair. You finally get able to do that, and then they give you little tiny rockets that you can just like do. What I love doing, it pisses people off, but I think it's L2, do my boosters, and then hit the R1 and shoot the rockets and fucking start pushing them like up against the wall while the rockets are hitting them.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's annoying as fuck for people, but it's a lot.
I mean,
of
she's
fun. A lot of fun.
I don't play her that much.
Well, she plays to win.
Is this easy mode?
GG. Probably like my favorite line for Diva. There's that "Hey Daddy-o" that she has, and she says something else when she has that 50s like
Oh,
mech.
the cruiser.
Yeah, the cruiser mech. She says something like it's cooking or something like that. Like something weird. Like whenever like you're
when she's on fire.
He's like, man, it's cooking or something stupid. Like that's one of my favorite things about that game is just the interaction with the characters, the voice lines, the different voice lines that they have to each other.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's awesome. It's exciting.
I changed because with Sombra, on the directional pad, what is left on the directional pad? Is that that's to see what your character does, like what the moveset is. But you can change left to a emo or a talk, and then I changed right to the other one. But I made Sombra's the boop one. Like every time I kill or hack somebody, boop, boop. So I just on their kill cam, just like fuck, boop, god damn it.
That's hilarious.
I've been training myself to when somebody dies, say something.
Yeah. Have you gotten Hack the Planet yet?
Is that the 6th one?
I think so.
No, that one's fucking hard. That one and Doomfists are hard. Like the 6, you have to do it to all 6 people. Not like 6 people aren't always all together. It's hard.
Do what to all 6 people?
Like,
The meteor strike?
yeah, dude. Or you have to hack 6 people at once. Like, fuck.
Well, no,
that.
you hack. You can. That's. You can do. There's a second one where you do like hack 6 people without dying, or something like
No,
that.
it's 15 people without dying,
15,
and then 6
okay.
people at once.
Oh,
Like,
6 people
fuck.
at once. That one's hard, but I think I managed to get it.
It's just like, goddamn.
Avocado la luces. I mean, you just gotta get. It's all about timing
Yeah.
in this fucking game, especially with like certain ults, like especially Diva's ults. If you don't time Diva's ults, they're useless as fuck.
You're
Like, I don't
like,
get
"Hi,
how
dude."
like in Overwatch League they're just flying, launching in the air, and they just launch it, and they do the nerf this, and as it's coming down, it just and takes out like fucking all 6 of them. Like what the fuck? How do you even like? I can't even like.
I saw one on the what's the map?
anything.
The lunar one,
Yeah.
where it was the second room with like the red thing that like moves, and then this one diva just drops the bomb in the middle, and then the whole enemy team, because there's the big red pillars, like the whole team gets like at an angle to where the red pillar is blocking all of them, but they're all just in like a little line, like ding 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 ding, so it doesn't kill anybody, and they're like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a coordinated fucking team.
That is insane. I saw this clip of a Mercy go Valkyrie, and she just launches up, does a res, takes out headshot Mercy, turns around because Mercy reses their Pharah, and then Mercy headshots Mercy, she turns around, headshots Pharah, and I was just like, what the fuck? All while getting 2 reses. Like what the fuck? And like I don't like.
What is her like trophy now?
I don't know.
Because it's like res, like it was like res 4 people at once, which
don't
was
know
like
what it is now.
that was like a nightmare. Like,
A lot of people don't even want Mercy like in the game at all anymore. They're done with Mercy. They want to delete Mercy. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen,
No.
man. That's
Just keep,
never gonna happen.
like-
They're just gonna continue to tweak her and change some things, like
or
maybe
make the other
dumb her
healers
down.
better,
Huh?
or make the other healers like better.
Yeah.
Like
I think you should be able to give like Zen be able to give out 2 orbs, like 2 healing orbs, like or something. Like send out 2 instead of just doing 1 at a person.
yeah,
Or if you send out 1 and then there's just so happen to be like your teammates right next to them, and just it's close enough that it branches out. Or something.
like it maybe kind of like a Moira orb.
Yeah, kind of.
Was she like? I'm so scared they're gonna like mess with her because like she's so easy to get like gold with. Like
I don't play her enough. I need to.
she's
need
like
to.
if you see anybody, all you just do like purple orb and then just usually Genji's like, oh no, and they just jump and die.
Well, Genji can deflect that. Yeah, he can.
No,
Yeah, he can.
no, I do it all the time. Like, here you go, and they're like,
I
oh
thought he'd
shit.
be able to deflect that.
No, because it's not like a actual like bullet.
He can deflect whatever the fuck he wants in this game now.
I've seen him
Annoying.
deflect like a Hanzo ult.
You can deflect a Hanzo ult?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've seen
Like
my
if he's like if he goes
rockets.
like shoot my dragons, and then he's like now blink, oh no my dragons. Like I was like whoa, and
That's
they turn
crazy.
like red on like his yeah.
Wow. I mean, I've seen him deflect like my my rockets. He's deflected like
There was like a whole video of like what can he deflect? Like it was a bunch of shit,
Yeah.
but not like I hate when he deflects my like Reinhardt like my fire strike.
oh yeah.
String, I'm like oh fuck, because it does double when it comes back, so it's like
That's scary.
yeah, and it does like 100 when it hits you.
Damn.
And so it comes back at like 200. I'm like, oh, fuck. I think it's 100, something like that. Really high.
God, I don't want to play Overwatch now.
God damn it. All right, I'm going home. I'll see you there.
All right, we'll go. We're gonna play some competitive, and that actually sounds really fun. Actually, competitive right now.
Yeah.
the last 40, 20, 30 minutes has been Overwatch. It's okay. Um, when does the competitive season end for this one? How many days are left?
I don't know. I don't think it has a counter yet.
It was like 42 last time I checked, so I don't know how much is left. So I want to try to get out of bronze, but my chances of that are very
Just
fucking
like
low.
I can go down. Like I just got gold. I got gold last
Yeah,
night.
you got gold last night.
But yeah, I can like get with you and just I'll play Moira. That's all I need to do. Apparently, the only thing she's not good against is I found it weird. Like the characters are not good against like they're themselves. It's always a hard counter.
Well, yeah.
Like
Unless you have a gun to counter against it. Like if you're... Or you be hitting each other with a gun. For example, Mercy hits like the gun. Then you have Lucio's sound bullets, whatever the hell they are.
boom, boom, boom.
And then his L2.
Well, it's like you can't kill
Symmetra isn't healer, so she doesn't even fucking exist.
No, I mean like with anyone. Like when I have it's hard to like Reinhardt. Like if you pin a Reinhardt, what's he gonna do when he gets out? He's gonna pin your ass. Like that's
Or
what
if
happens.
you pin each other.
I do that every time I see him coming. I'm like, nope. Blink.
Yeah, you knock each other out.
I do it just so he doesn't pin someone else.
Right.
And then like hopefully while he's down and I'm down, they can kill him more. I'm like, I'm old. Oh, are we back?
Well, I mean, I have to start it over because I decided to just completely stop and cut off what we were talking about at an hour and 6 minutes.
How much did we lose?
Not like nothing. I caught it as soon as it stopped and it
Oh,
popped up. And I was
good,
like, well,
good,
that's how I
good.
noticed it. So we literally didn't lose anything. We just
Cool.
that just stopped.
Yeah, so he did like the little like orb. Ching, ching, ching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. My orb has come back.
I love was that Alison Brie in Glow?
Mm-hmm.
Like her like Russian accent was
Yeah.
like, really good. Really good. Is there supposed to be a second season for that?
Not for a while. I think it came around when like October. So I mean, I'm sure.
No, that was
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
was it October 2016?
No.
No, then because I remember I remember watching it during the summer.
Maybe.
That's when
Let's
I
see.
remember. Summertime. Did you find it?
It doesn't say when. But it just says they did get a season 2.
Well, that's good. And looking forward to that.
Oh, summer. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It came out over the summer because I remember watching whenever I first moved in.
That's such a good show too. It's funny. I don't really watch a lot of like yeah, you know, it's kind of serious but still funny.
Yeah.
The only reason that I was like, all right, is because it was Mark Maron. I was like, God, have you ever listened to his stuff?
No.
He like,
I've listened to maybe like one, like just out of curiosity, but never finished it.
he's really depressingly funny. Like, it's like he's like, oh man, that's a good joke though. But he has like 3 stand-up albums.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's one where he's just like talking about his cats, and he's like, I'll just be alone in my apartment with my cats, and then you know I talk to myself all the time, and so I'll just be alone, and I'll just go, no, you fucking don't, and then my cats just run away. Because I just talk out loud to myself sometimes, and that's just what I do. And I just love it when like my other cat come and just he does the little making muffin things on you. Oh, I gotta love that.
He's kneading.
Yeah. What the fuck they do? Like, why do they? Are they like?
I don't know. I think they're just like clawing and they just like just out of like relaxing. Just I don't know why they do it.
I always thought they were like stretching their claws or like sharpening them.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why they do it. That's an interesting thing to wonder. Why do cats need? Why do they need to need? Why do they need the need? Why?
Why do you think they do?
In a way, they're sharpening their nails because but they're not really tearing anything. So they're kind of just like.
I thought they'd just like put it on stuff and like pull it out. I think they're trying to chase away the demons. That's what they're doing.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Jay, so they're doing the dance, like a dance ritual.
But like, what if like they're not doing it, or like they forget to do it, and then you just see like the floor kind of like crack open, and it's like deep. Oh, all right, I got it.
Shit.
Need the hand just no.
Dude, have you seen Pop Team Epic yet?
No,
Dude, you need to watch Pop Team Epic. It's just nothing but fucking randomness. Do you have his VRV?
no, I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
I thought I had it, but like every time I go to watch a show, it's like go ahead and log in. I'm like, ah, fuck.
You need to get it back from him so you can watch it because it's fucking like, it's hilarious. It's random nonsense just out of nowhere. Like it's really fucking weird. All right, so I mean, you might have seen like pictures of them. It's a really old manga.
I saw a manga of Lone Wolf and Cub at the shop when I was there like a little bit ago at 8th Dimension. I was just like, I was walking around, but I had like my hoodie and my hat and my sunglasses on. And then like, I had my headphones on, but they weren't like playing music. I've seen you guys like post stuff about that, but
But you haven't seen that like anywhere else other than us sharing it.
Yeah, I was like, what
Well,
the
this is
fuck
Pop
is
Team.
that?
This is Pop Team Epic. It's a show just like that. It just makes no sense, but it's fucking hilarious. And like this guy, like she just like gets really serious at some things. Like so in the first episode, they're like sitting there like kind of like just like sitting there like it's like starting to thunder and then like it thunders and then she turns around and is like, "Thunder, you don't fucking scare me. You want to yell at me? You can't yell at me. I'm not afraid." And it just like thunders again. Just like, "Roar! I'm not afraid." And then her friend is just like, calm down. It's just thunder. It's like, flicks it off, like flicks off the thunder. And then it's just like, next thing comes out, like a Puppet Team Epic. And it's like every time it's just something different. Like the very first episode, they already like started like making like small joke references to like your name. So they're like running around, like she's running like late for school or some shit. She's like, "Oh, I'm da 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 da." I forgot her name. She's like, "I'm your average 7th grade student at blah blah blah," and she's running around the corner and she comes and like runs into the blue haired girl, and then when they run into each other, it's just like it does that your name cover where it's like the grass and he's in the city and she's in the country and they're like reaching out for each other in their hands. So like that happens and it does like this weird like off note like Radwimp song. And she's on the ground, and the blue haired girl just reaches out her hand and is just like, "What's your name?" And so the blonde haired girl comes up and she's just like, "I'm me," like that, like doing this stupid little dance, and then it's just like they just stop, and like a nuclear like explosion comes up in the background, and Pop Team Epic. It's fucking just random nonsense. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It is fucking hilarious. They have 2 episodes out right now. Like it's something like just random as fuck. If you just want to like laugh at it, it's just stupid. Like then they have like something called like Bob Epic Team or something like that, and it's just like horrible, ugly, nasty drawings of them where it looks like their mouth are like weird squid, ugly alien mouths. Like it's just, it's weird. Really, excuse me, really, really weird. I don't understand it. Like, let me see if I can find. Oh, they reference fucking Skyrim in the very first fucking like episode 2. Like it's fucking hilarious. And then somebody actually like made a mod where those characters are in that cart in the very beginning of the game, and they're just looking at you and they're talking to you. Like it's fucking like fucking hilarious. Let me see if I can find that Bob Epic or whatever Bob Team Epic.
I don't think I could play like Skyrim again because I'd want to know like all the different mods you can do to it.
They have them as Tracer and Diva. Like the different mods. I know like Trauma like modded his like a Skyrim file that he had, and like it was fucking ridiculous to what he was doing. Oh, dude. So like in the very first episode, like it shows. Well, I don't want to tell you, but I guess you'll eventually see it. It's like a completely different show. And it's just it's just funny. You have to watch it. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's I don't even know like that. Like people are like saying like I don't fucking understand this show, and then like everybody, and then all of a sudden like they're like
I love this
Crunchyroll will
show.
like responds like neither does the director. Like he doesn't understand the show either. Fuck, where is it? Let me know. Let me see if I can look up Team Epic.
I haven't really been watching a lot of stuff. What did I watch? I just finished all my murder mysteries, so I started a new murder mystery show.
What murder mystery are you watching now?
Women Behind Bars. It's about, well, guess.
Women behind bars.
Yeah, you got it.
Say.
The first one, like, it was this girl. She was like, she was little. She was like 8, and then she had a little sister who was like 4, and like by that time her dad started like molesting her and shit, and then that happened all the way up till she was like 18, and then so all that shit happened, and then so she finally moved out and moved in with her mom because the parents got a divorce when she was like 12 or something, but it left her sister there. And then her sister, after like 2 months, was like, "Oh my god, can you please come back? This fucking sucks." And then she's like, oh, "Fuck." So she came back, and then, like, right when she came back, the dad was already like blah, 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 being an asshole, and they were like, "Fuck." So they got in a big fight. So they left, and they went to this carnival, and then they didn't go home. They went to like a motel, and then they're like, "Fuck, I don't want to we don't want to go home," but then they were like, "Fuck, we gotta go get our puppy." And so they go to get their little puppy, and the dad like hears it, and then so they kind of broke into their basement window. So they're in their basement window, and they crawled in, and the dad kind of hears it, so they can hear him like upstairs, like walking around. They're like, "Oh fuck!" And then so like the girl's like looking around, the older one, and she sees like a gun, and she's like, "Fucking maybe." So she grabbed the gun, and then she slowly like went upstairs, but then like her dad had passed back out on the couch. And she's like, "Then I don't know what happened. Then I just shot him." And then like she shot him in like the shoulder. So then then it woke him up, and he's like, "Ugh," and he was like, he was super drunk too. So he's like, when he wake up all drunk and like hungover, but like he's like, "I think I broke my collarbone," and she's like, "Fuck," and he's like, call the police." So she was like looking for the phone. She finds the gun again, and she's just like, and then he's like, "Did you call the police?" And she's like, and just shot him.
What the fuck? So just straight up kills her dad?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is she got first-degree murder, so life without parole. So she could never go back into society. But like the defense was like, dude, like she went into this like mental state of like showing no emotion, like some like empathy mode. And it's like kind of diagnosed, like some psychologists can tell when it's happening. They're like, yeah, so what'll happen is you'll see like no emotion on their face and nothing. And then, but like everything, when you bottle something up, it has to come out eventually. Then so it will. Like, so the cops took her through this, they took her back to her house, like, and because she had to do like a video example of like what happened. She's like, we ran around the computer here, and then and then I shot him. But she was just like stone cold, just like, that's what happened, because she was still in that emotional like lockdown state. And then so they took her back to like the police station, and then she just like broke down crying. It was just like, ah. But what happened was like the jury saw the video of her just being like, then we walked over here and then went here, and that's when I shot him. And then she was the same way while she was being on trial, like when she being tried or whatever, or like on the stand.
Yeah.
She was the same, like, yeah, I shot him, just no emotion. So the jury was just like, this cold, like emotionless bitch. Like, all right. So they took their little recess and they left, and then she just like broke down crying again. And so they're like, she kind of did it to herself. She didn't know she was doing it, or she just like, because people judge other people, and if you see somebody who's just like, yep, that's what happened. And you're like, well, fuck you. But if they don't see him like crying and like all this other shit, you're just like, oh. Like,
so they ended up just like giving her life.
Yeah, she got life without parole. So now she just, she trains, like So if you have life, you have to either go to school or have a job. So she has a job where she just trains dogs for like blind people and stuff. You know, service dogs. She just trains them. And that's her job. But she's older now. That happened when she was 18. She's like 30 something now.
Damn.
And then they keep trying to appeal to be like, hey, like, you know, this happened because of this. And so she's gone through like 3 different attorney generals about trying to repeal her sentence to where she can maybe get out on parole and stuff. But it's like, shit.
Right.
It's hard to overturn a life sentence.
Yeah.
And then like the next episode, like the next portion of the episode was complete opposite. Like crazy psycho bitch. Like, oh yeah, you better go to fucking jail. You like psychotic murdering slut. Like Jesus Christ. Like these girls, like there was like a drug exchange, and then this girl was in the car with her boyfriend and then like one other person, and then the drug dealer came and like went to go give them the drugs, but then they were pretty much just like scamming the guy that was buying drugs, so they just like killed him and just took his money, which was only like $20. So they killed him, and then so this other girl that was in the car, she was like the witness to be like, dude, this dude like totally like killed this guy. And so they're like, okay, you just need to appeal to him in court. Just be careful out there. And then so he found out that she was doing that, so he called like these other girls, and they're like, hey, kill her. Like invite her over to your house. That's a safe place to stay. Go there and then kill her. And then so she gets there. She's like, hey, and they're like, all right, cool. And then they just fucking kill her. Like, but they were so stupid. Like, they said there was like over like 100 different stab wounds on her. Because, like, they were stabbing her with, like, these dull-ass steak knives. Oh, my God. So it was just, like, the worst. They cut, like, her Achilles tendons and shit, so she couldn't run away. But then they just... After they did that, they took her body and they just, like, dumped it over their balcony into their neighbor's yard. And then just called the police on themselves. We found a body. Like, you fucking dipshit. And then so when the cops got there, they walked through the house. And they did all this shit in the kitchen. And, like, the cop was like, yeah, so I went in the house. The whole house was fucked up, except the kitchen was perfectly clean. Except for some of the wall where they forgot to wash off the blood splatter. And then on the balcony, you can see just blood dripping all over where they dumped her over the balcony. Yeah, they're all going to fucking jail. They're stupid. And so, like, I was like, God, you dumbasses.
What in the right fucking mind do you have to
right?
be to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you?
Ooh, clean it. We gotta make it look like nothing happened. And then we found the body.
Like, no. They have the fucking, like, they have ways to find out who did what.
Yeah, the cop was like, what the fuck are these
Like, are you
dipshits?
stupid?
He's like, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, then we found all these bloody steak knives in the sink. Like, you didn't even wash off your knives. Like, oh, God.
You need to just, like, throw those into, like, a fire and melt them into a blacksmith's
not even
fire.
Because like I've seen that shit, like watching all these murder things, like don't, it's not gonna do anything because it's metal. It's still like it's metal. And then
melt?
Well, no, well, because that happened with this other girl on this other crime show that I watched where he
like if the flames are so hot it's not melting the metal.
Yeah, like he well, for example, this dude like killed this stripper, and then he had this big property where he had a huge fire pit, and so he threw her in there, and then he burned her, and it burned everything except for like they found like little brittle like chunks of bone, and but what didn't burn was her house key. So they found this key, and they went to where her house was, and they're like, and they put it in the door, and they're like, oh, it works. Why do you have her house key? And he's like, and I'm like, oh, and then all these bones, and they did like investigation. They're like, oh, that was fucking her.
Like it just. But think about it, a blacksmith's forge.
Oh, well, did you have access to that?
I mean, what if he is just so happens to be a blacksmith?
Well, yeah, in that scenario, I guess. But, like, why are you practicing this 400-year-old tradition of being a blacksmith? Did you kill him? No. Chink. Chink.
I'm a Freemason, and it's just a practice. It's an artisan's craft. One might say. You have a problem with that? Why are you questioning me? Like, you want a sword, shield, axe, spear?
And they're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
You need arrow tips for arrow. I have iron arrows. They're 3 pieces of gold each. No.
What is this?
Well, I guess my business isn't good enough for you, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Get out of the Gray's Forge. If you're not buying, leave.
There was one where they found a guy that worked in a metal shop, and what they had found is they found these little tiny bits of metal, like as thin as like a thread, on like his clothing, and then they found some of those same little metal chunks on like the dead body. And they're like, "Oh no, you fucking why are these metal things on here?" And they matched it with like the same kind of metal. And they're like, "Oh, that's how they found out that he died." And like it's just metal. You can't like if you did that, you couldn't see that you didn't wipe it off. And that's how like good they are at finding shit. So it's like, no, you can't fucking kill anybody.
Nowadays you can't. They have every like possible way of finding out like what you did, how you did it, when you did it, where you did it.
There were some stupid people. Like, man, some people are dumb. There was one guy that like committed a crime in his underwear. Like he murdered some dude in his underwear. Because he was like peeping on his like girlfriend, and he didn't know that the girlfriend had the boyfriend over, and then so he didn't want to get anything on his clothes, so he stripped down to his underwear, still like barefoot, no shoes or nothing. Came in and was like, he was trying to crawl through the kitchen window, and then the husband or the boyfriend or whatever was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then he just sees this guy crawling through the window, and then they fought each other, and then they killed each other, or the boyfriend killed him, or no, the guy killed the boyfriend. Because he had like a knife or something, just in his fucking underwear, and then he like raped a girl and shit. But they found at the thing like when because the cops were like, "What happened?" She's like, "Some guy in his underwear killed my boyfriend." And they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Just somebody in their beefy Hanes, just like
You had shit stains.
it was the worst. But they found like bare like feet print. Footprints?
A footprint?
Feet? Is it feet prints or is it footprints?
It's a footprint.
Yeah, so they found like foot, the prints of the feet, and they're like
bare footprint.
Yeah, it's all just like jeez, and they matched it to his, and like they did so much shit. There was one lady that had like bite marks on her, and well she was like dead, but they were like and they like took a picture of the bite mark, and then they went to go get like the guy that they thought it was, and they're like, "We need to get a cast iron of your fucking teeth, because we have like a court order to do that." And then he's like, "Mm." And they're like, "So what we did is we brought in this machine where it opens the jaws of cadavers, because once you die you just stiffen up, and so they need to like wrench open the mouth of the dead body, where it's like, yeah, it breaks the jaw, because that's the only way we can get it open." And then she's like, after he saw the machine, he cooperated. Because, like, yeah, if you, like, resist hard enough, it'll break your fucking jaw. I was like, whoa.
Wow, that's fucking insane. And people are fucking idiots and want to commit crimes.
Yeah, and then, like, that's how they got, like, and then they took that dude's, like, dental mold, and they made, like, his, like, teeth, and they put it where the things were, and they're like, "Look, these teeth are looking like this. That's the bite. It's his fucking teeth." They're like, "Oh, fuck." So, yeah. But there was another guy who's like, you don't want to tell, like, a person that you need to check their teeth, because he's like, one time, this guy that I was suspecting of this murder, he was in jail, we had him in jail, and we're like, "Hey, in a few days, we're going to get your dental things." So what he did is he told one of the other guys in prison that he had a toothache, so they pulled out all of his teeth, so they couldn't, like, get a dental mold of him. And I was like, that's crazy, but that's kind of smart. Like, he's like, "Yeah, so we don't tell them we're doing that." I was like, hot damn. Just so, like, that's what I watch when I fall asleep. Just those murder shows.
I remember quite a bit of it. Oh. I'm done for the day.
Alright.
I'm out. That's it. The soon not to exist nightsofhyperion.com, KOH podcast on Twitter and Instagram. That's it. Vito the Gray signing off.
DJ Squared.
Goodbye.